Welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs. We're having a great time this week. We're at the accounting firm of Gray in Canton, Mass. And I'm telling you, you go down the street, you think Reebok's #1 on the street, or Dunkin' Donuts, but you get to the Gray building. I don't know. I'm here with Kelly Berardi of Gray. This is a special place.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Our next guest, Kevin Medeiros of Goodrich Lumber Company.
Correct.
Well, welcome to the show.
Well, thanks for having me.
Good. Kevin, why don't you tell us about Goodrich?
Goodrich Lumber is an independent lumber yard, started in 1906 by the Goodrich family. Was bought by the Wakeman family in 1993. I became partners with Sam in 2009 and finished buying him out, and I've been the sole owner since December of 2014.
So now that you've been an entrepreneur, you were an employee before that?
Correct.
What are the things that you've learned that you didn't know before about being an entrepreneur?
How much more I have to pay in taxes? Oh, I'd like to have some say where my tax money goes, but my background being with Grossman's and in the lumber business, and then when Grossman's went out, I went and started my own construction company. So I did that for many years as an independent, and also worked as an independent salesman for Goodrich. So my background is quite varied, but the things probably, the people management, the unique situations everybody seems to have that I could remove myself from in the past, I can't. I'm the guy. That's probably the biggest thing is the employee relations stuff. I just spent 3 months going over all the benefits, the benefit programs, with the changes in the laws. And
did your relationship change with the staff once you went from being one of them to being the owner?
Yes and no. Because I'd been there for so long, I started in '96 with them as an independent. It was so funny in '09 when we announced that I was going to be buying. Many people didn't know I was an employee because I was an outside salesman, so I wasn't there often, or they didn't know who I was. So the big transition happened from '09 to '14. We took those 5 years where I was day-to-day general manager, operation, running the business. I became majority stockholder in 12. So really, when it came 14, people came back after the closing. I came back, the next day and people, how's it feel? And I said, no different. So in that part, we took time for the transition. It wasn't a shock.
And so can you give us a list of some of the things that you're selling?
Oh, everything that an independent lumberyard does, and more every day. This seems like we can't get away from a product, meaning we joke because our employees, as we have training classes, we talk about the fact that we have to be chemists, we have to be engineers, we have to be educators. The independent lumberyard is responsible, or has become responsible, for code compliance issues, talking to all the contractors about insulation codes, wind codes, warranty information. The vendors are pushing towards everything being online. The state is pushing to fewer personnel, more licenses, that type of thing. So now you have compliance issues, and to fill the gap, it's the independent lumberyard. We do engineering. We have 9 specialty hardwoods. We're in South Coastal Massachusetts. We have a lot of older homes, a lot of boat builders, a lot of marine environment, so quality stainless steel products, teaks and oaks, white oak, red oak, mahoganies, ipe, so a lot of specialty woods. All of our plywoods we carry are a fir plywood grade as opposed to a pine plywood grade. You say, well, is that really important? Well, it is in our environment.
Right.
We really cater to the 20-mile radius around our property. Again, South Coastal Mass, the environment's not always the best due to the ocean. PVC boards, which have become huge. We stock a brand called Versatex, and now it's all millable, moldings, profiles. So as people are working on their homes and investing in their homes, they're looking for higher quality, higher value products, and that's kind of what we cater towards. As an independent lumberyard, and my mission is that you can find stuff less expensive, but you're going to find less expensive stuff. we buy the best quality we can find in volume, and I know that from a competition standpoint, they can't match our quality with our price. And then the longevity of the products. You know, if you're investing, it costs the same amount of labor to repair the job, now you use the best
I think what
product.
makes you guys so special too, especially with your background, is that you've done so many different things. So when people come in to talk to you, it's not like you're selling something that's, you know, on the internet and you're just distributing it. You've actually installed it, you know how it works, you understand the construction side of the business. And so I think it makes you a lot more relatable than, you know, somebody that goes to a Home Depot or something like that, when the people that they're talking to, they really maybe don't understand, you know, the business and what they're talking about. So I think what the client service that you're able to provide, I think, is second to none.
And that's probably my biggest challenge, is to make sure that we can continue to hire and train people with the product knowledge and the interaction of how all these products go together.